Hi, this is Jordan Millington, and this is my cover letter. I'm currently working at UNC Charlotte, and a position has been created. It's the associate director position, and it is a position that oversees the early college that we have currently on campus. A couple things that they were looking for. This position is looking for someone who has advising experience, someone who has made connections with the university, who understands the university system. And so I have written this cover letter that speaks to my experience and why I believe that I would be a strong candidate for the associate director role. So starting at the top, the beginning of my header it mirrors what my resume or my CV looks like. Have the date the letter was written, have the address for the university, and then I've addressed it to John Smell, who is the associate dean of the college that will oversee the early college high school. And then when I get started, first I talk about the reason that I'm interested in the position or I'm ready to express my interest. I explain in this first paragraph that I have also attached my CV where I've elaborated on my background and that I have just really briefly a quick introduction. I've worked for the university in many student service roles and that I am a very student-centered professional. The next paragraph is where I define my current role. So I talk about how I'm currently an assistant director of admission, which is very important for when you're working with high school students, in particular with the early college students. And I also oversee the university's transfer bridge program. And I think this piece, I go into detail about what this means. And namely, I talk about the fact that I support my students through very targeted academic advising, that I work with them on their progression requirements, that I work with them on their major exploration. I talk about how I'm focused on career development because one of the things the posting noted is that they wanted someone who would be willing to have conversations around the career exploration process. I talk about how I've also been responsible for planning academic and social programming experiences because the goal is to acclimate new students to campus, and I think that would be incredibly important and valuable when you're working with our new high school or early college students. Talking about how I'm connecting them to support services. And then lastly, down here, I make a note about how I have, as part of my role, worked with institutional partners at both the university and then the local community college where our students are enrolled as well so that I can continue to support them. The third paragraph just talks briefly about my previous roles as well, working as a transfer admissions counselor, working as an academic advisor, and helping students as they plan their specific path to graduation. And then in the letter with a note that says that I'm confident that with my work and education experiences that I will excel in this role. And then I bring to it a wealth of knowledge about UNC Charlotte and many years of experience working at the university and working to guide students on their individual path. And then in the letter with my name, current title, and email address. And I think when I'm looking at this cover letter, one of the most important pieces is that I need to express that I have the experiences that you're looking for. So I was very intentional about how I worded the letter, pulled in some of the language that's used in the posting because I want to make sure that I'm speaking the language that the interviewers are going to be looking for, really harping on my experiences at the university, really focusing on what I've done and how it mirrors this particular role. So that's that.